Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I am Christy Hannah Art. Thank you so much for dropping by. So as the title says, today I'll be giving you a few pointers on how to become a professional artist. So you have a job and you're an artist, you paint, you draw, but you really don't know where to start with your career. So if that's you, I'm here to tell you there's a place you can start. So I have been a full-time artist for a couple of years now. I can't say that I quit my job to do my art. I didn't do that. But because I've been painting since I was a child, it was quite easy for me to follow my dreams as an artist. So if you have a job and you want to quit your job, but you don't know what medium you want to go into, you're kind of confused, you're not sure what you're doing will be accepted in the mainstream world of art. So let me give you a couple of pointers as to where you can start. I have a few notes, so I'll be looking down. But what medium should you choose? So I am a mixed media artist. That means I work in acrylics, I work in watercolors. Like in the drawing painting field, I use majority of the materials that are on offer. So I use oil pastels. I don't use chalk pastels. I tried them before in pencil form and I didn't really like them. I mentioned something about that in another video, in a previous video, which I will link up top. But I think the best and the easiest medium to start in is watercolors and colored pencils. Honestly, I don't think you can go wrong with colored pencils. As you can see, that piece right there is colored pencils. The lion up there and the butterfly down here. This is watercolors, and I'll give you an up close so you can see how they look. So these pieces right here, I drew them at the beginning of my career. Can I say that? Yes, I can. A few years back when I wasn't so confident in using acrylics or oils. Yeah, and these are cheaper. If you want to choose a budget-friendly medium, I would highly suggest you to use watercolors and colored pencils. Although they can get quite expensive, like if you want Prismacolors or polychromos, those will cost a couple of $100 per, I don't know how many pencils, or like $2 per pencil. And if you're from Kenya, that's almost 300 shillings for one pencil. So maybe consider starting with Stedler, or Stedler is a good brand, or Pelikan. I think Pelikan also have colored pencils. If you don't have Pelikan where you are, please just use any student grade supplies. They work just as well when you're starting out, even in your professional life. So that when you start making money, you reinvest in your materials and you can now afford stuff. But I don't recommend you like going like full throttle in the beginning. So next is what I work in and why. Why have I chosen the mediums that I have as a full-time professional artist? I think I like mediums that right now I'm leaning towards mediums that don't need me to mix on the palette. So I'm leaning towards oil pastels a lot and colored pencils. Simply because I have the colors that I want and I don't need to mix them. Now the drawback on this is that you need a wide variety or a wide array of pencils or oil pastels. You need, like, you know, the 30 or more or 50 or more, so you can layer the colors. But when you have like oil acrylics, I'm looking there because my acrylics are there and behind me, you can use 6 colors or even 4 colors, honestly, you can do a painting with that. So that's the only drawback with how I'm leaning towards now. And I've also not delved into oils because of their price at the beginning of my career was way too much for me. In Kenya, art supplies are not that affordable. If it's like a hobby, yeah, you need to like put in the thought towards it and work towards it, if I can say that. So oil paints were not really something that I wanted to delve in, and also the time it took to dry. But as I'm growing, I really don't think that is a hindrance, and I'm actually planning on starting oil painting. And also now I am into digital art. So if you have to quit your job, honestly, please make sure you have a good source of income, or you've saved enough. But if you want to just go cold turkey, I wish you all the best. But it's best if you have like a source of income that's supplying your art. That's what I did, and I still do other things apart from my art, and those things supply some finances to my art. So I wouldn't say you should fully go cold turkey in the beginning. Have other sources of income, because building your name, building your brand is always going to be it's not overnight. You'll have to put in the work. So as you're working, if I'm talking to you right now and you have a job and you're thinking about being a full-time artist, as you're working, you can open up a YouTube channel like this one. You can open up an Instagram or a TikTok account where you share your work with people, build up a following, so that when you finally quit, you can start selling your work online, or you already start selling your work even before you quit. So yeah, this leads me to my other point. How can I monetize my artwork once I've like quit my job and now I'm fully now in the deep in my art career? Of course, it's, as I've said, it's not an overnight thing, but because we're in a digital world right now, you should be thinking about selling your work online, promoting your work online. There are sites like Behance, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, on Etsy, on Instagram. Like, put your work out there, put your artwork out there for people to see. Now, how do I monetize what I've actually painted? I am not in a place where people can easily access my work. I'm not in a gallery, etc. Back to the online stuff. You can start by selling prints, make prints of your work. Start by going to your local printer and asking them to print for you some samples. Check out how that works. Check out the people around you, your circle, are people interested, and yeah, pick it up from there. Because I think most artists, honestly, even high-ranking professional artists, sell their prints. So prints are a very integral part of monetizing your art. Another thing is products. Do a little product here, a little product there. You can design business cards with your artwork, which I've done before. You can design book covers, you can design bookmarks. I've done all of this before, and it's a really good way of advertising your work, number one, because the book cover will be like right there, illustrated by such and such. And yeah, it's a really good way to push your brand out there and to have people see what you're doing. And then another way is going the gallery way, but this can be another video for another day, because it has there's a lot that goes into selling your artwork in a gallery. Commissions for, there's a spider over there. Commissions for the gallery, some may take 40%, 30%, some may even take 50% of the commission. So maybe it's something you'd want to consider before delving into. But for me, the safest way to start is just sell your work online. If you can have your own website, open a website. If you're just selling on Instagram, make everything transparent, be trustworthy. Of course, don't use this as an opportunity to scam people. I know you guys are good, but yeah. So if you have a website, make it optimized for online shopping. And then look into your local postal service. How much is it to ship this size of work? Where can I find the containers where I'll put my my original works? Maybe you've rolled a canvas, you need to put it in a cylinder, or you printed your artwork, you need to put that in a cylinder. Where can you get that around you? Do you need to ship that in? So before you like delve into something, do your research on what you need, and research on where you get what you need, because it may take time. So actually my biggest advice would be just research. Do loads of research before you actually make the decision to quit your job and begin your art career, because there's so many things can go wrong when you're not planned. Watercolors are an amazing medium to start with. They're so versatile. You can layer colors on them, you can layer markers, you can layer chalk pastels, you can layer oil pastels over them, and make your work have just another dimension and another depth. If you like lay down a base of watercolor, even gouache is the same. It totally depends on how you use the medium, but I'd honestly advise you start with that. And also graphite pencil. But there are people I know who do not like the monochrome colors of graphite pencil. So if you're looking for a medium to start with, I would highly suggest watercolors. Okay, I think that sums up the tips. And also I just want to add, please be confident in your artwork. Don't think that nobody likes what you're doing. Start showing your work to people, post it, invite people to your space, let people see what you're doing. Come out of that shell and just embrace who you are as an artist, and then you'll get that confidence to now like take it on fully as a full-time career. So I'm so thankful for you guys joining me today. Is there any other topic you'd like me to discuss? Please leave it down below, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao.